turn your engine off. Pull up the handbrake, pull on the bonnet release lever and open the bonnet. Take off the engine cover. Open the oil fill plug. This will facilitate the flow of the oil when it is being drained. In order to drain your vehicle, you must first lift the front section of your car. This will enable you to access the drain nut. Lift the front of your vehicle and put it in 2-axle stands. We strongly suggest watching the tutorial, raising your vehicle safely before carrying out this step. Don't forget to place a used oil collector beneath. You can learn how to make one by watching another of our videos, How to Make a Collector for Liquids. Using a T-handle and a 19mm socket, unscrew the drain nut. Start the process with a wrench and finish off by hand. Be careful on the last few turns, the oil can squirt out immediately. You have to anticipate this by placing a container underneath to collect the oil. Let the oil run out for 10 minutes or so. Replace the drain seal with a new one. Then screw the drain nut back in. Start by hand, then finish off using a wrench without being overzealous. When you change the oil on your car, you must also replace the oil filter. To access the oil filter, you have to take out the holding lead of the assisted steering conduit. To do this, use a socket wrench and a 13mm socket to remove the fastening screw. Move the collector under the oil filter so that it can collect the oil which will flow once the filter has been disassembled. You can now unscrew the oil filter and take it out from above. Feel free to move the assisted steering conduit out of the way. With a new filter in hand, lightly coat the seal with oil on the screwed side. This will help avoid too much friction between the seal and the engine block. Friction can reduce the seal's waterproofing. Coating with oil also facilitates assembly. Rescrew the filter until you feel contact. When this happens, take it fully in your hand and add an additional half turn to tighten. Reposition the holding lead for the assisted steering conduit, fixing the screw with a socket wrench. Lower the car back to the ground, since the oil level can only be checked when the vehicle is flat. Now you have to put the oil back into the engine. You have to be very careful and precise when doing this part of the job. Begin by putting 90% of the suggested amount. This will leave you a large enough margin to adjust the level of oil appropriately. You can find the exact amount of oil suggested for your car in the description of the tutorial. Close the oil fill plug. Start the engine and let the car run for 5 seconds. This will fill the oil filter. Remove the oil gauge and wipe it down. Plunge it back into its sheath. Remove it again and check the oil level. The optimal level is near the maximum, but be careful never to go over it. Based on the level indicated on the gauge, readjust to obtain the optimum amount. Operation completed.